difference between solvency and liquidity and the
Right.
relationship between the two.
Yes.
Now, let's understand what is liquidity and just pay attention. What is liquidity? Liquidity is short term solvency of a business. Liquidity is short term solvency of a business. That means what? That means liquidity is a business's ability to take care of its short term obligations. And that is liquidity. So, liquidity is short term solvency of a business. What is solvency? Solvency is long term liquidity of a business. Meaning what? Meaning, as in case of liquidity, you are worried about the company's ability to take care of its short term obligations. In case of solvency, you are worried about company's ability to take care of all its obligations, short term as well as long term. So that is the difference between the short term between the liquidity and the solvency. So I'm repeating it once again. Liquidity is short term solvency एंड सॉल्वेंसी इज शॉर्ट टर्म लिक्विडिटी. अब देखिए सॉल्वेंसी का मतलब समझ के लीजिए पहले, उससे पहले हम आगे बढ़े. सॉल्वेंसी का इतना सा ही मतलब है कि वेदर यू हैव द एबिलिटी टू टेक केयर ऑफ योर लाइबिलिटीज और नॉट. So if you have the ability, if you have the resources to take care of your liability, that means you are solvent. For example, I have liabilities of 100 crore that I have to pay. I have got the assets which are worth 200 crore. So I am a solvent. Why I am a solvent? Because 100 करोड़ की लाइबिलिटी है, 100 करोड़ की मेरी एसेट्स हैं. जब भी मन में आएगा एक झटके में चुका दूंगा. Isn't it? So I am a solvent person. But if my liabilities are 200 crore and my assets are 100 crore, then I am not solvent. Then I am bankrupt. Why I am bankrupt? Because my assets are 100 crore, my liabilities are 200 crore. मैं कुछ भी करूं 200 करोड़ की लाइबिलिटीज को 100 करोड़ से मैं नहीं चुका सकता. So that is the meaning of solvency. So I hope you understand as to what is liquidity and what is solvency. Liquidity is short-term solvency.
Just to clarify this, so what you are saying is that the long-term asset plus short-term asset should take care of my long-term and short-term liability. Then only I am solvent.
Fantastic. Absolutely. You have hit on the head of the nail as always. So perfect. That is the meaning of solvency. अब ये दोनों का रिलेशन क्या है? देखो, अगर एक कंपनी प्रॉफिट करेगी, अब देखो समझ के लीजिए, बहुत सिंपल सा है. जब एक कंपनी प्रॉफिट करती है तो उसका
Murari, you have any question?
I wanted to understand this break-even point. Is it only in terms of production capacity or operating capacity or something more?
It's okay. Mostly it is for manufacturing, for your production. It
If
is.
it is a steel industry also, then it is
सब
in terms
सब
of
सब सबके लिए सबके लिए
crude steel capacity and
Yeah, for all manufacturing companies, even for the service companies also, for all businesses who have a fixed cost, they will have a break-even point. I am going to discuss it in greater detail when I come to the cost concepts. But for the moment, answer Murariji to your question is that break-even is applicable for all the companies, all the businesses, all the businesses, including trading businesses. So break-even point is applicable everywhere. Okay. Now, Rupesh ji, coming to your question about the insolvency code, you wanted to know as to what it is and what are its implications. बहुत सिंपल सा बताता हूँ. देखो, in 2016, the government of India has introduced this new law, which is known as Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. इस लॉ का पर्पस क्या है, इस लॉ का मकसद क्या है, ब्रीफ में बताता हूँ. हिंदुस्तान में क्या हो रहा था, इंडिपेंडेंस से लेके अब तक, या कह लो कि 2016 तक, बहुत सारी कंपनियों ने बैंक से लोन लिया और उन्होंने लोन साइफन किया, ये किया वो किया, बैंक मैनेजर से मिल गए, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट से मिल गए, मिनिस्टर से मिल गए, पॉलिटिशियन से मिल गए, बैंकर से मिल गए, सबसे आपस में मिलजुल के ये सारे लोगों ने 2016-14 तक हिंदुस्तान में इंडिपेंडेंस से लेकर 2014 तक 56 लाख करोड़ के एनपीएस किए. कितने? 56 lakh crore is the size of the NPAs in this country. और जो रिकॉर्ड है वो ये है कि हिंदुस्तान में अगर बैंक ने 100 रुपये लोन दिया तो रिकॉर्ड ये है कि वो 100 रुपये में से 18 रुपये वापस आए बैंक के पास में. 82 रुपीज बिकेम बैड डेट फ्रॉम दी फॉर द बैंक्स. अनफॉर्चुनेटली एंड इंसिडेंटली वो बैंक का रिकैपिटलाइजेशन होता है. जो क्यों रिकैपिटलाइजेशन होता है? क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट हैं, वो गवर्नमेंट के ही लोग हैं जिनका बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन रहता है. तो बैंक अगर डूबने वाली है तो बैंक डूबे तो गवर्नमेंट की इज्जत का सवाल हो जाता है. तो बैंक नहीं डूबनी चाहिए. और बैंक डूबी क्यों? क्योंकि चारों पांचों लोगों ने मिलके बैंक का पैसा डुबाया. सो उसका रिकैपिटलाइजेशन होता है. बट अल्टीमेटली प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दिस 56 लाख करोड़ ऑफ द एनपीए. अगर आप सोचिए कि ये 56 लाख करोड़ रुपया अगर हिंदुस्तान के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट में लगा होता तो आज हिंदुस्तान पहले ही $5 ट्रिलियन की इकोनॉमी बनता था. आज हम बात कर रहे हैं टू बिकम अ $5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी. इफ 56 लाख करोड़ वर्थ ऑफ मनी वुड हैव बीन पुट इनटू द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ऑफ दिस कंपनी, यू कैन इमेजिन वी वुड हैव बीन फार अहेड ऑफ रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. But that did not happen. So okay, so past is past. You cannot do anything about past. You can do something about the future. So the government brought out this law, and as per this law कि अगर कोई कंपनी उसके क्रेडिटर को या उसके लेंडर को टाइम पर पैसा नहीं देती है, रिपे नहीं करती है, तो वो जो क्रेडिटर है वो जो अच्छा उसमें ऐसा कोई लिमिट नहीं है कि वो 3 महीने के बाद 9 महीने के बाद, कोई नहीं. आप पैसा ड्यू था, आपने नहीं चुकाया, बात खत्म हो गई. सो दिस लेंडर और दिस ऑपरेशनल क्रेडिटर कैन फाइल एन एप्लीकेशन विद NCLT saying that XYZ Limited was to pay me 10 lakh rupees for the supply of goods that I have made to them or the loan that I have given to them. They have failed to pay this money to me even after giving them a notice. So the lender or the creditor will file an application with the NCLT. NCLT will go through it, and if NCLT is convinced that the case is right, NCLT will admit the application. And the moment this application is admitted, the board of directors, Rupesh ji, of this company will be suspended. So the board of directors will not have any right of decision making of this company. They are finished. The operations of this company will be given to somebody who is known as insolvency professional. Qualified insolvency professional. So he is made the in charge of that company, and lenders from the COC, committee of creditors. So both the lenders and the insolvency professional who is appointed to run this company, both of them work together. They invite proposals from others that this company is available. Will you like to take over this company? And if you would like to take over this company, what is your resolution plan? So people will submit the resolution plan, and वो जो resolution plan आएंगे उनको ये COC और insolvency professional scrutinize करेंगे. जो उनमें से अच्छा लगेगा वो उसको approve करेंगे, और ये company is now given to the new management. So आपको मालूम है, classic example, Bhushan Steel, which earlier was an independent company. Today it has been given to Tata Steel, and now this company is known as Tata Steel BSL. This is known as, and it is listed on stock market, and it is doing quite well. SR Steel, a company owned by Ruiyas, now is part of the ArcelorMittal.
Just a question, that BSL Bhushan Steel finally went to that Jindal.
No. Tata Steel.
No.
Tata Steel.
Jindal, they were two separate Bhushans. Hello.
Yeah, correct. You are right. There is a.
Bhushan Power and Steel branch to Jindal.
That's right. That's correct.
Bhushan Steel, Bhushan Steel, Saiwa, that comes to Tata Steel.
Right, correct. So Bhushan Steel has gone to Tata Steel. Bhushan Steel and Power has gone to Jindal's. Okay, very good. So this is the background, Rupesh ji. I thought I have given you a good perspective.
Yes.
Very beautiful.
Sir, मेरा एक question.
And remember, I'm sure you can correlate. On the very first day we said that the purpose of a business is to make profit. If you can't make profit, then give this company to somebody else who can make profit. So even if you don't want to give it, the government will ensure that you give it to somebody. बहुत सारे example हैं. Ruchi Soya went to Patanjali. and Alok Industries went to Reliance Industries. So there are plethora of cases which have happened since in the insolvency code that companies have changed hands just overnight. SR Steel has gone to SR ArcelorMittal. Mr. Mittal wanted to set up a plant in India for such a long time.
Anand Prakash has raised his hand.
Yeah.
Anand, do you have
Just a clarification that whether the due
Rupesh, let's
Yeah.
take
Shall let Rupesh complete? अगर कुछ related है तो I'll put the question.
All right.
There are two questions from my side.
Yeah,
One
please.
is in balance sheet we always match the left side and right side, means asset sides and liability sides.
Right.
Then if both are always matching, then